now we're going to move into makeup, of course. I mean, why even click on this if we're not going to talk about makeup? Hey guys, it's AshleyChristina, and I am finally sitting down. I have chosen a new spot. I don't know if it's going to necessarily be the final spot, but it's a new spot. So hopefully I can settle on where I want to sit. It's been raining and just really sad looking outside, so I have a really bright light in my face, so hopefully I don't look too crazy, but I like to think that it gives me a glow or a tan, so just bear with it. But today I wanted to do my May favorites. Now, last month I didn't do a favorites because I just didn't really have anything that I was overwhelmingly excited about and desperately needed to share. And so this month I finally have like things that I realize I really do love, really do like, will buy again. Just right now they're favorites. So I think what I'm going to start with first are the face products and then move on to the random stuff that I have that I'm also including into my favorites this month. So first I'm going to start off with the face. Very interested in having a maintained, scheduled face routine, and I have been trying to take my skin pretty seriously. I used to just be one of those, whatever I have, wash my face morning and night persons. And now I realize that, I'm 26, I think, 26, and I should be taking better care of my skin and just making sure that when people see me, they always assume that I'm 18 years old. I realize now that, like, in the past when I was 21 or, 22, and people would be like, oh, you look like you're 15, 16 years old, like, I was offended and just kind of like, like, I want to look my age, I want to, go to a rated R movie and not have to show my ID. And now that I'm getting older and, getting into that age where people start to put certain things onto you, like children, marriage, blah, 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 you realize that looking 18 necessarily isn't a bad thing. Taking very, very, very serious care of my skin, and I decided to go all natural and somewhat vegan, and I have been using a lot of Lush products. I've mentioned them in the past, and these are by far the best things that I've gotten my hands on, and I'm going to show you what those are. The first thing that I have is the mask of Magnamity, and this is one of the, I think there's a few of them, but this particular mask does not need to be refrigerated like some of their other masks, and you get a little bit more in the smaller container, whereas the refrigerated ones actually come in a size about half of this. It was a little bit pricey, but it's a face and back mask. If you have issues with, I guess, back acne or something like that. And it says it's packed full of peppermint, kaolin, and scrubby adzuki beans for deeply cleansed skin. I use this mainly after a really long makeup day. If I had to do something, go somewhere, and I had on a lot of makeup, I usually wash my face and then sit with this for a little bit, and I really do believe that it kind of continues to suck out whatever I didn't get with the cleanser or something like that. It's just one of my favorite things to use right now, and I've been using it for a while, and thankfully, because it doesn't have an expiration date, I get to have it for a lot longer than the refrigerated ones, because the refrigerated ones you can only have for maybe a few weeks to a month, and if you're not seriously just constantly using it, you get to the expiration date, and like with the very first one that I had, I didn't take it very seriously. I ended up wasting a little bit of it. So after experiencing that, I realized that if you're gonna get it, use it. And if you know that you're not going to use it all the time, you want to have it for specific use, then try one of the ones that you don't have to refrigerate and don't have an expiration date. Next thing that is probably going to be like in my life for the rest of my life, I absolutely love it. Best thing I've ever had in my entire life, next to like a Neutrogena cleanser, because that's what I use to get my makeup off initially, is a Neutrogena cleanser, or their face wipes, which I just recently got introduced to. I don't love those, but I prefer the cleansers, the all natural brand that they have. This is called Grease Lightning. Let's get in there. Let's try to cover the light really quick and see if you can get a better look at it. The font is really hard to read. I don't know why, but it's called a tea tree cleanser. So it is, what it says on the bottle is, strikes the spot with lightning precision, super effective tea tree and witch hazel gel to clean acne prone skin and remove oil. It's a little dab will do you, and it is a spot treatment concept. So wherever you are acne prone is where you're going to want to put this, or wherever you get just, you know, texture like bumps or something, this is where you're going to want to put this on that, because it has tea tree and witch hazel, which are two main, I mean, they're both known for naturally clearing your face up if you don't have more severe types of acne. And I literally use a drop on some of my main breakout areas. I break out a lot on my cheeks, and I find myself just every day putting a little bit on. Right before I went on vacation, I'd broken out pretty badly on my cheek, and I went straight to Lush and I said, I have a breakout, what do I put? And she said Grease Lightning for sure. And before the week was over, it had taken away the redness, it had dried them out, and had reduced kind of just how angry they were looking, because, you know, when you get like your like a zit at first and it's just so angry, like it's just red and it's bumpy and ugh, it's just, it doesn't work for, you know, anything. You know, if you're trying to go out and be pretty, you just, all you're thinking about is the zits on your face. And before the week was over, I had put this on some of my problem areas at the time, and like I said, before the end of the week, it was like all I needed was concealer, you know, just to kind of like even out my skin tone. And like I said, just a little drop. I forget how much I paid for this. By the time I was done grabbing everything, I also gotten like a face soap and things like that. I spent about $70. But I still have it, and it was a while, like it was like a month ago when I got this. So just a drop, and you just dabble it on, you leave it on, let it stay on your skin, don't like wash it off or anything like that. And I say definitely try it. And I don't know much about the oil part. My skin is kind of combination at the moment, just here or there, oily or dry. I never know like when it's going to do either one. But as far as acne spot treatment, Grease Lightning. I don't know if it might be just mental, but I got the Breath of Fresh Air toner water, and it's the mineral rich sea breeze captured in a bottle. Treat your face to cooling aloe vera, soothing rose, and clarifying herbs, expertly blended for smooth, balanced skin. After I complete washing my face and putting all of the creams on my face, I just lightly brush, you know, I find it to be really, really refreshing, and I feel like it's like when you're at the beach and it's really, really hot, and then all of a sudden this like brisk air comes past your face with a little bit of mist from the water, and that's what it feels like. It's just like, ugh, you know, like literally a breath of fresh air. You're just kind of putting the life back into your face with this. So I use this every day. I had the tea tree one prior to this, but I feel like this one is a little bit more exciting and invigorating to the face. So Breath of Fresh Air, definitely, if you're looking for something to kind of wake your face up in the morning. And the last thing that I have that I'm going to add to my favorites this month is the Enchanted Eye Cream. And it's smooth, this extremely gentle blend of organic oils and soothing honey around the finest area of your skin. Obviously everyone knows your eyelids and under your eyes, thinnest skin on your entire body. So very important to be delicate and gentle with it, especially after like, you know, half an hour of like makeup brushes and stuff like that. And basically just a little drop, and you just massage it into your eyelids and around your eyes, and it's supposed to help prevent fine lines and things like that. I will say that in the morning I'm not as washed out looking. I do feel like in my eyes especially I am a little bit more awake. I do have very dark circles. Thankfully, I got a little bit of color when I went on vacation, so it's not so bad, but I will say that since using it, I do feel like in the morning, after I wash my face, I do look a lot more awake. I'm not as just kind of dead in my eyes. They're a little bit more excited looking in the morning without mascara, which is really important to kind of, you want to get your face to the best it can be without anything on, and that includes eyebrows, mascara, you know, whatever. So that's usually my goal when it comes to my skincare routine is, you know, if there was no such thing as makeup, you know, what do I want my face to look like? I don't know. Well, we're gonna find that out. So right now I have to say that my skincare routine is working. I'm very happy with it, and I have my occasional zit, which is normal, and I'm just so happy and impressed with the products that I have from Lush, and I almost feel like working there to get a discount. But you know, those days are over. The first thing that I want to talk about is this lovely lip gloss. I actually have it on right now. It doesn't have like a name, it just says CoverGirl on it. I don't know if, you know how like they always say like, I don't know, let's just say glossy gloss, lip gloss, you know, there's some like intense name that comes with it. I didn't see that. It was just in the front of my CVS. I've heard about this before, but like I said in past videos, my CVS is like so behind on everything. I've seen these like forever ago, and we just got them like, I want to say 3 weeks ago or something like that. Really ridiculous. Not a lot of colors to choose from. I don't know if that was just a decision made on my location, but there was like the fuchsia color, this color, and like a nude. The nude had a little bit of glitter in it, which I wasn't really looking for at the time, so I stuck with the pink. It just looked like a really pretty milky pink, and in actuality it is just a light wash over your lips. And let's see if you can, there's color, but up close it's not as vibrant. There's a little bit of wash. You can definitely see my skin through it, and right now, I like to use a little bit of something over it, like a little bit of a nude color first. I don't like it directly on my natural lip color. I feel like it is a little bit too bright in that sense. I feel like if I tone it down by putting a little bit of foundation or something over my lips first, I find that I like it a lot better that way. And so, yeah, it's definitely my favorites. I've been using it a lot past few weeks. It's a little up there. I don't think that I would buy it again solely based off the fact that it was $9. I'm gonna see if I can get it cheaper at like Harmon's or, you know, Ulta or something like that. But $8.99, you know, I don't know how I feel about that. So we'll see. But I mean, you don't get a lot on the applicator. It's literally like a little tiny bit. So hopefully it'll last long. Hopefully I'm not like throwing this out in like 2 weeks, and because then I really won't buy it again. But right now it's a favorite. The next two things that I want to talk about, you've seen this everywhere. It's the Pump It Up Colossal Volume Express mascara from Maybelline, and I have had it for like a week and a half, 2 weeks I think, and right now, in this moment, it's a favorite because I appreciate the way that it makes my lashes look. However, I will not say that it is volumizing. I don't know. Hold on, let me think that. Let me think about it. It definitely opens your eyes up. It definitely makes your lashes better looking, but I don't feel like they're necessarily thicker looking. So while it's a favorite, that is my only thing that I would say. Like if you're looking for like, you know, a bad gal or a very real kind of experience with a drugstore mascara, I don't think this one is it. I also will feel like this is supposed to be classic black or something like that. I don't know, but I don't feel it is as black as my next favorite, which is the Great Lash Curved Black is Black. I feel Great Lash has some of the best mascara out there, and when they say black, it's black, you know, like it's jet black. And it's just a curved applicator brush, and I love it because it really gets in there. And this is when I want to have like a natural look. So I don't want my eyelashes to necessarily look dry. I want there to be like a wet kind of texture to my eyelashes, and I just want to quickly brush them over and, you know, run out the door. But this is probably more of a favorite than this is a favorite, but I do like it. I would buy it again. So that says a lot, right? Favorite is, I think I've talked about this before, and I just recently got this one again because I figured having two couldn't be a bad thing. And I got a Flawless Concealer brush from e.l.f. Initially $3, but in my Target they raised the price, so I actually ended up paying like $3.70 for it, which I didn't appreciate. So I don't know if that's like a new thing, like e.l.f. is raising their price, but if they are, I'm not happy about it because it was practically $4. Still very cheap, don't get me wrong, but when you're used to paying like $3, you know, $1 for their stuff, and then all of a sudden they start creeping into like the $5, $6 range, you might as well just go on ahead and, you know, get a Real Techniques brush or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So while I absolutely love this brush, I don't love it for the price that I paid for it because I'm used to paying $3 for it. But it's a fantastic brush. It is absolutely amazing for concealer. Like, I actually like to use this, like if my Sigma brush is dirty, I will use this to put on my Pro Longwear concealer with this brush. But I also like it for a quick wash of color over your eyelid. It's just thin enough, just thick enough that it gets into specific places but also blends at the same time. So you just go over it really quickly and you're done. So I often tend to use like natural colored face powder just to kind of define my eyelids a little bit, but I use this brush. So it's like, I love this brush. Honestly, Maleficent came out this month, and I recently went to go see it, and as a huge fan of anything Disney, I got a text message from MAC letting me know that the makeup collection for the movie came out, and I sat there and I chose the appropriate things for my collection. I ended up only getting 3 things because the eyeshadow alone was $44. So basically $11 an eyeshadow because it's a quad. So I got the things that I needed because they had a few other things that were kind of thrown in there that weren't necessarily Maleficent. It was just like, you know, if you want that look, this is what we would recommend you would use. So I was more looking for kind of like the collector's item part of it. So, you know, you get this really awesome packaging on everything, and I just couldn't resist. So I started out by throwing in a nail polish. I ended up just getting the black nail polish. I think this is Nocturnal, I think is the name that they gave it. Let me see if I can read it on the bottom. Nope, I can't, because they decided to intelligently use black lettering on the bottom of black nail polish. So I can't see it, but I'm going to say Nocturnal. And I just said, why not? Black nail polish. It wasn't that expensive. So, I mean, Disney's Maleficent, you just have to do it. And then, like I said, I got the quad. I don't know if this will show properly without showing you my whole camera setup, but that's the outside. It's glass, and it opens up very elegantly. There's clearly like a magnet thing going on here, and then these are the 4 colors that you get. You get a yellow gold, a very yellow gold. You get a well, this is a transition shade. I'm going to assume it's like a very gray, dusty brown color. As you put it on, it's more brown when you put it on, and then you're just regular brown, and a really nice deep dark black. It looks a little bit dusty and gray in the quad, and then once you put it on, it's actually a really nice black. I don't know if They don't actually give you specific names for each color, but like I said, it was $44 just for this. So I was like, because I don't have a red from MAC, and because I feel like when you think of Maleficent, you just think of a red lip, a nice red lip, and the entire movie, like, she just wore that red lip to a T. It just looked so great on her. I got the True Love's Kiss red lipstick, and it's, ugh, I loved it. And it's so creamy. I didn't really have to reapply it. I did just because I like my lipstick to be pretty on point at all times. But I ate popcorn and everything, and it looked really great. And it was a very creamy lipstick, like I said. So if you want to put lip balm on before you apply it, just to kind of maintain moisture, for me personally, I didn't need it because I just found it to be just such a nice color. It's so creamy, and then the longer you wear it, the more matte it gets. So that's just a nice swatch, and it's coming out really awesome in the camera. So this is pretty much how it looked like on me. That is all for my May favorites, and I hope you like the new video setup that I have. I have been working on just kind of branding myself a little bit better, and on top of that, just having a more consistent look for my videos. So I developed a outro and an intro, and so I hope you like it, and I hope that you tune in again. I think what I'm going to do, a lot of people did some very elaborate, like, Maleficent makeup looks with like the headpiece and the cheeks and all that other stuff, but I think what I'm going to do now that the hype is kind of over, I think I'm going to just, you know, use what I have and just show you how I used it, because I actually wore the makeup to go see the movie. So I think I'm just going to show you how to use it now that you have it, and if you don't necessarily want to look like Angelina Jolie, how to just use this for the future. I might do a makeup look for that. So I will see you guys when I see you, and if you are in New York, stay dry and out of the rain, and I want to say by Friday we should see some sun again. So you guys have a great week, and I'll see you when I see you. See you when I see you. Or as my grandpa says, see you in the soup.